What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Corman podcast. Thank you for tuning in today for another amazing episode. Hope you guys are having a great Wednesday right now here. Today on the podcast, we have a returning guest, as usual, Ollie Joseph. Ollie, welcome to the pod. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. It's a good Wednesday. It's a great
Yeah.
Wednesday. How are you doing?
Everything's good, man. I just got back from Colombia, so did that, and then kind of got a little sick. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it happens to me after traveling for a little bit. So just trying to get better right now before I can get back in the gym and back on the street and put some miles in.
What are your symptoms?
Just a little the stuffy nose, you know what I mean? The sinuses, that whole thing, all the shit that makes you seem like a weak beta male. I got all that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's
The Colombian beta virus.
the CBV.
It's going around.
Yeah, so sorry to dim the mood by sending you that video, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't up the mood, I'll tell you that. But
Yeah, so
yeah.
our buddy Justin Stone just dropped a video on YouTube saying why I'm quitting music. And at first I honestly thought it was like a joke because he posted on his Instagram, he posted why I'm quitting music and somebody did a comment. And so I commented on it at first, laughing emojis without watching the YouTube video. Not great. And then I immediately said call me. And I looked at the video as I was out Walgreens before I came here, and I realized he was serious, and it's not a joke at all. And so I sent it over to you to check out just beforehand, because I know me and you go back and forth about the grind of the music game and how that affects our mental and just what we're trying to do. So I don't know. I thought it'd be interesting for us to just kind of talk about and get some insight. I mean, you said something interesting too that I agree with. Is after we were done watching the video, you were like, "Hey, the scary thing is kind of agree with bro almost, or I see where he's coming from."
Yeah, it's one of those things where I would never. I think I'm far along enough now and he's been doing it for longer than I have, to where I feel like it's easier for me to burn out these days. And I
Yeah.
think it's because of the experiences that I've had along the way, and I've had a lot of them. And so when you're fresh and wide-eyed, if something happens, it's a lot easier to just brush it off and keep tunnel vision to where you're going. But I feel like whether you wanna admit it or not, the further along you get, the tunnel vision doesn't get more narrow, it gets wider, and you remember why you feel certain things, or, "Man, I ran into this last time and I felt like this," and those feelings start to creep in, and they can just beat you down and beat you down. Not saying they're doing that to him, but I feel like he's had a lot of success, and he's cool with that. And everyone has a different definition of success. Maybe some people's is superstardom and whatnot. Maybe it's what he had. Maybe it's a lot less than what he had. So it was nice to hear him in that video say, "I feel good doing this." Because if you feel bad doing that, then I don't know if that was necessarily the right move, but it seems like he's sat with that for a while before he recorded that, which is cool to see. I'm happy for him. If he's happy, then I think that's the best thing that he can do. It sucks to see a brother in arms want to throw the jersey up, because I've seen it before, and that's what So Far So Good's about. It's like, damn, dude, you lose some brothers and I'm not super close with Justin. I've met him a few times. Seems like a great guy. We've texted here and there, but I have a lot of respect for him and admiration. So I just hope he's doing all right, and that this move will bring him a little bit more happiness in his day-to-day life, because it seems like he was kind of going through it.
Yeah, bro. Especially, I think back in the day, Justin was one of those guys that he inspired a lot of my career. He really showed me that it was possible to get to 100,000 monthly listeners.
Same.
Yeah, it was him, Arizona Zervis. There was a couple guys that were getting numbers back in 2019, 2018.
Dude, I remember in 2017, I had I think I had just passed 1,000 monthly listeners.
Going crazy.
And someone told me, it was my buddy Mark, he's like, "Yo, you got to check out this guy named Ryan Oakes." And I clicked and he had 75,000 monthly listeners. I was like, "Yo, bro is famous."
Yeah.
Wow. I was like, so many. What the
Yeah.
hell? But yeah, Justin, I mean, he was way over 1 million at one point. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, just I respect his consistency. I mean, he just is always putting out quality stuff. So, and that's hard to do. And that where, if you think about it, the amount of songs he's put out per the average artist is probably like 40 years worth of music. So
So
he
much music, man.
expedited the burnout
Yeah, that is a good
unintentionally,
point.
because that
Yeah.
can happen. It's like when you're going and going and going and going and going, and you think, okay, quality plus quantity should yield this, and it doesn't. I don't care how strong you are, eventually that can get to you. I'm not saying it will or it won't, but it can. And yeah, it seems like he's kind of just, he got what he wanted out of it.
Yeah. And also like in this game too, it's hard there's a huge mental game here where it's like watching the numbers go up and down. Like, this isn't just like this isn't linear, like not everybody's chart is constantly going up. I don't think anybody's is. We're always just going up and down just like this. And artists like us, for those who don't know, we are constantly watching the numbers, even if we don't want to, constantly comparing like this Saturday, Friday compared to last Fridays and the
I
Friday
was doing that
before.
today.
Yeah, and it's just like, all right, am I trending in the right direction? Am I not? And like, I've been in places before too where like month over month I've been going down, and I'm like,
Oh
oh
yeah,
fuck, you know what I
I was
mean?
there
And
last
so,
month.
yeah, dude. So,
Last month, I was like, "Bro, I'm falling off. This is it. I'm cooked."
yeah,
And then it
yeah,
went up. I
yeah,
was like, "Let's go! Come on, we back.
yeah,
We're so
yeah.
back."
It's so difficult, dude. So I get it. I get his perspective, dude. I mean, there's been times like I hate to say, but it's like I've thought about it too. Just at this point in time, where I'm like, hey, like 30 years old now. You know what I mean? Like been putting out music since 2017, 2018. Like I don't know. Maybe there's something else to do. I mean, me and you talk about it all the time about just like different
Yeah,
ideas outside of the music game, just because it's hard, man. Like like on the last podcast, Alex asked me, "Hey, what's some advice you would give to an artist that's just starting out?" And I just said, "Don't," which is like so old man and fucked up to say, but I'm just like, yo, like this game is so hard. If you're not if you can't give, first off, you can't give 110% of yourself. Don't even bother. And then second off to that, there's a lot of luck involved, and there's so many ups and downs that if you look at Justin, like having like being on top of the world for himself, and he was expressing how he felt like he fell off and how he doesn't want to fall off, so he has to keep on putting out. It's like, man, that takes a mental toll. It's like, man, like I didn't have a bad time necessarily when I was working for the corporate companies that I worked for. And so like would I advise somebody to go into music in today's state, especially now, maybe back when we started, but now when it's like TikTok and the short form content and then making songs for the algorithm, it's like ticket sales aren't as high as they used to be for all artists. It's like,
yeah,
would I advise to do it now? It's like, I don't know. It's not the same as when we first started. So I don't know,
uh,
man. You can definitely get a lot of burnout, especially with the videos. Like, God, man, it's a lot, dude. Just a fuck ton, you know.
yeah. And I'm very fortunate to have started when, because it was pretty soon after streaming became like a real thing, and then we were part of the adapters of TikTok and Reels and all that, being thrown into everything. There's just so many outlets and so many things you have to keep up with. It's just
Uh,
it's just really, I mean, even someone asked me the other day, they're like, "Hey, have you been uploading shorts?" And I was like, I mean, I was for a minute, but then I just stopped. I couldn't even tell you why I just stopped. It's not even that hard. It's just throwing it on another platform, but there's so many little things you have to remember to be omnipresent, and you can't just be lit on one platform. It used to be like that up until like a couple years ago, but now people expect to see you everywhere. And as an independent artist, when you're doing a lot of these things yourself, it's just hard to be everywhere, because I mean, I don't think a lot of people realize how big a teams that these other artists have, and they have a social media person for them, and they have a day-to-day person for them, someone posting all of their shit on TikTok and Instagram, someone planning out their days, planning out their outfits. Like, these people have full
uh,
on, they have staff, like some people who are working for them every day, and their main goal is to make sure
hey,
this
you have
person.
staff too, just so we're clear.
Yeah, and I don't pay him, unfortunately. It'll get to a point where maybe, but Pat, you're on staff. So our staff's big, but they have a good job. They don't have to do much. But yeah, when you're doing everything, I think if you think that you're like, man, if you really digest, I'm doing, it's either or exhilarating. And I teeter on both of those a lot, because I know, like we said this the other day, like no one's gonna, if you really want this, you got to go out there and get it. And this isn't for the faint of heart. So if you have doubt, you probably should get out. We'll put that we'll, we'll put that on a t-shirt or something. If you have doubt, get out. But if you believe in yourself, I really do think is the limit. But I mean, going back to Justin Stone, if you have a kid, if you have a house, if you have all this, I don't have any of that. And I don't have that for a reason because I know if I did, I mean, shit, I'm surprised he made it this long with a kid. But even like kids now and he doesn't make music anymore. So I want this more than I want a family. As fucked up as that is to say, at this point in my life, and not subscribed to that classic, oh, you're this age, you should go be doing this. Like, no, I'm so like, when in life do you have the chance to actually make your dreams come true? When do you get close, can actually see the light at the end of the tunnel for something so far-fetched in other people's eyes and like, oh, that's not gonna happen. Why would you even go for that? This shit happen. And now, like when I've seen people who are already lit be like, I can't do this anymore. That A goes to the point of like, if you just hang out long enough, opportunities just open up because people quit. Like if someone drops at that level, that's an opening for you to slide in there. Unfortunately, like you shouldn't look at it like that, but that's what it is at the end of the day. But it also is kind of motivating to me to be like, I did that, but I can't do that. I can't do that. I gotta learn they did. I don't do that. I don't know. It's like very unfortunate to see people go through that, but I think there's like people like you and I can learn from that if we want to keep on doing this. And there probably comes a time in everyone's life where it's like I'm sure Drake's wanted to quit. I'm sure, but I mean, I think you just
Yeah. Yeah. It's just interesting. It's tough. It's a tough road to go down. I'm nervous about it also. Like me and you have talked about selling music catalogs too. Like recently, I'm exploring some different things and it makes you think about another question is how long can you make it last for, right? Like they say, like what's the typical average lifespan of somebody in the NFL? I think is 2 to 3 years. And in this music game, one of the reasons why Drake is so impressive is because he has been on top for over a decade now, like a long time. And I've been making this my full-time job since 2020. And so it's like 5 years of this. That's amazing. And there are times when I do think like, yeah, I think that I can take this to the moon, but also a wise man once told me, get out when you can though. And like these guys like Ryan Tedder, he's on this podcast that I like to listen to called And the Writer Is. And he said the first rule of advice he got when he got money in music, and this was from Michael Jackson's business manager, was if you make a dime in this industry, take it out of this industry and put it into something else. And it's like when I talked with Cool and Dre, they told me, they were like, yo, I was like, man, you got all these, they have so much, all these plaques, they just have the accolades, Grammy nominated, blah, blah. And they told me Rick Ross is making music to sell chicken wings. And P. Diddy, oddly enough, they were like, he's making music to sell Ciroc. And then they have all these other ventures going on. And it
not
hit me where I'm
anymore.
like, yeah, not anymore for sure. But it hit me where I was like, maybe it is wise to get out when you can at times though. You know what I mean? Like I'm still pushing it as hard as I can and I'm not slowing down at all, but I just have more of an understanding. Before I used to be so hustle minded and like go, go, go and grow, grow, grow. And I still am, but I'm more understanding now of why people would take a step back, especially in this game for sure, and do something different. So
Yeah.
I know it's
If
interesting.
you're, I think, yeah, I think if you're money driven, this isn't the sport for you. If you do it out of passion, though, I think a lot of money comes with it, and at
Yeah.
least that's what I tell myself. I mean, I think I'll be pretty well off one day from it could be music, could be something else. But I've had
Yeah.
success in the corporate world. That shit was boring as fuck. I like this shit.
So boring.
I love the game,
Yeah.
dude. I love
The
the game.
game's a good game.
Love
Yeah.
hey, man. I can't do that normal
Yeah.
shit. Like, going out and getting a day job, bro, I'd legit will jump out of my window before I have to do that again. Can't do it.
What? Showing up
Can't do
to
it.
dude, waking up at like and reporting to somewhere and being in the same place until 5 p.m. is terrifying to me.
Asking if I can have time off to go enjoy my life is not lit. Take it from somebody who had a normal job from, I think it was like 2016 to 2023. Like,
Huh?
I've worked my fair share of places.
I was talking with Dylan Reese. yesterday, and he gave me some news. I don't know if you guys are announcing anything. Have you guys talked about that yet?
We haven't talked about like when we're doing it. It's kind of on him.
Got it. Got it. But that's exciting though.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
You know,
it is. Yeah, I don't know if he has like plans to. I actually haven't asked him that, but if he told you about it, I don't know. Yeah, that should be fun though. It's going to be in January. Um,
yeah.
him and Adam were supposed to do it, and then Adam had some complications and had to the tour he was going to be a supporting act for currently. It was supposed to be going on right now. Got pushed back to the exact dates that him and Dylan's
Yeah,
tour
yeah,
was
yeah.
going to be on, and so he was like, "Hey, is this something you want to do?" And I think at this point, I just have to accept like any show I can just to beef up that resume. And of course,
Yep.
I already met Dylan in person and rock with him heavy, so I was like, "Yeah, why not?"
I think it plays really well for the both of you guys, for sure. I mean, he's got a good
Yeah,
live ticket audience too.
it should. I can't wait to see Dylan live too. I mean, I got a taste of it in Seattle, but it was only one song.
Speaking of which, so we never did we ever recap the tour on the pod? Or no, we didn't, right?
No.
Word. So today's episode, guys, we're gonna jump into podcast. Whoa, did I just get hammered all of a sudden? Bro, did I just black out, dude?
Sometimes you get the
Dude, who the fuck was I even
instantaneous
talking
brownout.
to, bro? Dude, I just fucking blacked out.
Sorry, bro. Just
Yeah,
fucking purpled out real quick.
let's fucking recap the tour. Me and you went on a tour. We went to the West Coast and we did Texas, and then some of the Midwest. Is that Midwest? Yeah, yeah. Iowa's Midwest. Not
Yeah,
really.
we didn't
Is
go to
it?
Iowa though.
Where'd we go? Oh, Idaho. Oh my God, we didn't go to Iowa. We went to Idaho, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Boise, Idaho.
Idaho is the West.
The Super Bowl. Yeah,
I think the Midwest stops at Nebraska and the West starts at Wyoming.
got it.
Yeah.
Got it. That makes sense to me. Yeah, dude. What are some highlights? I mean, I thought that it was a fun tour. Unfortunately, we didn't get to play Los Angeles. A little bit of a bummer there, but we still had a nice day in Santa Monica, so that was nice.
Yeah. Still haven't heard back about the LA show either. So coming soon though.
Hey, are we on the way? I was gonna ask you actually about that. Like, hey, like, are we, are we, are we
I don't know.
doing
I
it?
don't know if they just like sweep that under the rug and we're like, yeah, dude, those riots were crazy, right? And they just didn't
Yeah,
say anything to anybody. But if people were wondering, I don't know if there are any people out there wondering, but like, yeah, we haven't heard anything either. So
yeah, no idea.
I think it's kind of on the venue, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, dude, some highlights. I mean, I think the biggest highlight out of any show is just being able to meet the people and basically make the music making process tangible. Like I can shake these people's hands, I can give them a hug. Not that I have to touch them, pause. But they're like right, they're like
I
right
can kiss them on their lips, like you know what I
if I
mean, bro.
wanted. Nah,
Yeah,
with consent. They're right there though, and I don't know if it's kind of hard to if anyone else is watching this and they don't make music or they don't have something in their life that's very analytical. A lot of this is numbers based, and the numbers we turn to see if we're on the right track or if we're doing something wrong and have to kind of reevaluate the process and head in a different direction. So to me, a lot of it is just numbers and just that. If I look too into it, I get too in my head and I probably wouldn't put out any music. And you meet the people and realize like, oh wow, you're one of the numbers.
yeah.
And you get to talk to them and hear like they live life to yourself. Like someone in Seattle told me they got through a federal indictment listening to my music, and I'm like, that's crazy.
Holy shit,
What
that's
song?
specific.
But
So
yeah,
far, so good.
it's yeah, it's just a beautiful thing, man, and that's why I feel like going back to the like the quitting and anything, I feel like at this point I owe it to people to keep making music because I've
Mm,
heard of the impact I've had on people and I know I can have more of an impact. And until I feel like I can't, then I'll probably, which hopefully never comes, then I'll probably like step away from it. But I think,
yeah.
yeah, I think the biggest highlight is meeting people, man. It's blows my mind. The fact that the hard work has gotten to the point where you can travel, perform your songs to people who care enough to pay their money to come and listen
Mhm.
to it is insane.
Yeah, especially when people drive. Like people drive
Yeah,
far to come see. It's like,
and come
wow.
to multiple shows. That's wild, man.
Yeah, in Sacramento, you had somebody that came to that, and then Jake said someone came like Portland,
Yep.
showed like 12 hours, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's it is interesting seeing the numbers on the screen and seeing people actually show up. Like this dude Hunter that came to the show in Boise, man, he's been listening for like since like 2018 to my stuff, and I was just like, it. You're right, man. It like putting the faces to the name, and then also like seeing people that actually give a fuck about the stuff we're putting up there. It's amazing. That's the most rewarding part because look, we're not making money on the tour. Like at all. If anything, we lose money a lot of times,
Yep.
and that's just the nature of the game. So we're quite literally going out there to see people and meet people, but it's super rewarding, and especially coming back here. I think I told you before. It's either I learned this from Mike Posner. He makes the album and then he goes on tour. When he comes home, he's just preparing for tour and making the album, and that's
Yeah.
the life of a touring musician. And right now we're at home, we're preparing, and it's like I know we're gonna get back on the road. You're getting back on the road in January. I don't know when I'm going back on the road. Hopefully, I get some
I
support
think
act in the fall.
I think I might be going out in November too.
Really?
Yeah. Um,
What's the word?
I'd say it, but it's like tentative right now and not planned, and I don't want to take that away from the person who's gonna announce it. So, but
Got it.
it should be pretty fun. I think it's just gonna be a couple dates, but should be a pretty fun time.
Dope. How many
Yeah,
shows? Like a full run, or like is like a?
be like maybe 4 to 6, I
That's
believe.
great.
Yeah, so should be a really fun time though. Great group of guys. But yeah, I'd say that's a big highlight is meeting the people, and then the hangs, dude. Like just kicking it, kicking it, like freestyling in the Boise Airbnb, bro. I think about that like at least a couple times a week.
Bro, so fun. Yeah, that's bro, when you're touring with people, you really become so close. And like it takes a couple shows to get into it and everything, you know what I mean? Then we start like we figured out the Airbnbs. It like took us a little bit, it feels like, to like get the Airbnb like then we start figuring out, oh, it's more affordable if we all just get one together and kind of hang out. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know, it definitely was a vibe. Oh, your mic's off by the way.
Now we're back.
Now we're back. But yeah,
Um,
it was a
yeah,
vibe, dude.
it was crazy, man. It was just being out west too. I love out west.
Yeah, dude, you're a West guy. I don't honestly I see you living in the Nash. Dude, you might be out in Colorado though.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how much longer we're gonna stay here, but it's cool for right now. Our lease is gonna be here until probably late spring, but I could definitely see trying something new. Honestly, Tennessee's a great place. I've evolved a lot here, but it definitely doesn't feel like home at all. And I think it's the bugs, bro. I hate bugs. I also hate the heat, the mucky heat. Not that like I like hot weather, but
Yeah.
that like sticky, nasty, like swamp ass right when you walk out the door, miss me with all of that. I hate that shit. And
Yeah.
it's also not that bad if you have like a source of water to go to. And there is a lake here, but I wouldn't get in it. I
There's a
need
lake
that.
in Nashville.
It's called Percy
Percy
Priest.
Priest.
There's also like a hermitage, something. I don't know, some out there, but it's a little bit of ways away from where we live.
Oh, I know this lake. I've been here. There's like a water park over there.
Yeah,
Yeah. I've driven by it with JML before.
yeah,
He used
and
to live right next to it.
also too, I was spoiled with lakes in Michigan. They're like crystal clear. I ain't
Mm.
jumping into something like mucky and shit anymore. I did
No.
that enough in Florida and swam with alligators. I'm good.
Did you jump in the water out here? Seriously?
Fuck yeah, I was. Yeah, I'd be
Oh man, you
swimming in
are
there.
Florida. You're a Florida man. Then that's
Yeah, when I
crazy.
was in high school, bro, I'd be swimming in places where I could not touch the bottom of. Like we'd be rope swinging into. Yeah, it's crazy.
Because you went to high school in Jacksonville, right?
Yeah,
All 4 years here?
yeah.
No shit, dude. Do you miss Florida
Flying
or
high.
nah? You're out on
Flying
it.
high. Go Golden Eagles.
Go Golden Eagles. Yeah, you should come back to.
All of this.
Well, you're kind of done with the. You're done with the heat, but
No, I like Florida. Florida's cool, but it's like I wouldn't if I was gonna. I probably wouldn't move to Florida. But if I was gonna move to Florida, I wouldn't move to the middle of Florida. And Jacksonville, because there's the St. Johns River and then like Jack's Beach and then the ocean. I was on the Jacksonville side that was kind of inland, and there wasn't that ocean breeze, so it was just mucky as fuck. In the winter, it was nice. Like North Florida in the winter's cool,
yeah.
nice little like 50-degree days and stuff like that. That's my kind of speed. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just can't really do the heat like I used to be able to.
Yeah, maybe it's time to go back up north. Well, that's a good thing you're going on tour. Yeah. So what's next for you, dude? So you've been doing singles for a while now, and I know we were talking lately about you were thinking about changing up the singles vibes to doing more even more consistent singles, similar to what I'm doing, like more to like.
Yeah. Yeah, because I tried doing like every 3 weeks for a little bit, and I just don't like it. So I'm gonna go back to doing every 2 weeks. I feel like that's my sweet spot, and it keeps it fun for me. It
Yeah.
also if I commit to that, it forces me to try new things because I don't want to just put the same song out over and over again. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to releasing every 2 weeks, and I have a project I'm working on with Adam. I think Drew and I are also gonna work on a little project too.
Sick.
So just trying to tap into all the bags I can, man. It's man, seeing that Justin Stone video, I'm not gonna lie, kind of fucked me up. But it's weird. It's weird knowing that because sometimes I'm like, oh, this is a forever thing. But it's like, obviously and nothing's forever, but I'm not at the point where it is a forever thing yet. Like, this could very well end in a year, and so I realized that was that was kinda like a slap in the face to be like, "Nah, bro, you gotta keep both feet on the gas. You have to do that because sometimes I can catch myself, maybe wanting to chill a little bit, or maybe I do wanna sit on the couch and not get in here and put the work in. But also too, I don't know if you can relate to this, like, sometimes I'm just fucking tired, like, especially after that tour and stuff, bro, I was gassed. Tour, 4th of July weekend and all that, like, and it's hot. I just get a little lazier when it's like this hot and humid out. It just sucks the energy out of me. Plus, I've been running a lot, so I just got a lot going on, but that's not an excuse, and I really wanna give the people who listen to my music I just wanna give my all to music and bring them some newer sounds that I haven't tapped into yet, which I have been making, so I'm pumped. What
Yeah.
about you, though? What's next for
Yeah, I feel you, dude. I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. I've been doing a song. I've been doing the weekly releases this pretty much this whole year, and so I wanna. My goal is to finish that out strong. I only missed about 3 weeks, and that's because I took off time for the song with Logic to just like give it room to breathe. But I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna do this year a song every Friday. That's a goal of mine. Just keep hammering that home, and that's been helping me. I think these last three releases have been the most streams I've gotten on the songs
That's
my
awesome.
career. So like the one,
Congrats.
thank you, yeah, the one from 3 weeks ago, it's like that was my best performing song ever. And then the 2 weeks ago, that's even better. And this week is even better. So I'm like, all right, clearly if I just keep up with this, it's doing well. And then that's important to me on the music front. And then on the content front, like I've been doing all the comedy videos, and I want to just expand upon that and just kind of branch out with that vertical and see where it can take me. Just do more funny videos more consistently, drop a reel a day. And then on the podcast game, I want to have a podcast coming out every week, and I'm planning on getting an office space out here. I've been looking into kind of have like the MIH headquarters where like the podcast is going to be, because right now it's in my studio in my apartment, but I want to have some guests on here, start leaning on my network and getting some flies to people out to have some real heavy hitters and have the whole set. And I don't necessarily want people to just know where I live or just have the
Oh,
podcast at
yeah.
the crib, you know?
I feel that for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get a studio vibe out here. And so build upon that. And yeah, so that's what me, and do some music videos, just keep the pressure on everything. And, I'm at this point too where we were talking about, it's just like, yeah, the Justin Stone video kind of fucked me up too. Cause this week, like I got like a pre-offer on my back catalog. And for people who don't know what that means, is that's like selling the music that I've made up to this point. Almost look at it as like an exiting of a company. And like that doesn't mean that I'm slowing down. It just means like, hey, like getting paid for
Yeah.
the work you've done. And so I don't know, like I'm definitely considering that, just because um as things are still going up, it's like I don't know. I don't know. I have other ventures I'm interested in outside of just putting out music. Hence this podcast. I want to do other things as well, because music has just turned into such a tough game with the algorithms, with the content, with everything. It's like I don't know. It's a dream come true, and I'm not complaining. I'm so blessed to be here, and I'm so thankful that we have people that listen to us and come to the shows. It's
Yeah.
amazing, and I'm not stopping at all. I'm going 10 times harder. But there's a little bit of an evaluation going on, like a reevaluation of just like, because bro, it's getting harder to make this a full time job.
100%. Yeah.
It's getting a little harder. So I don't know, man. I want to buy some real estate. I want to start fucking being an entrepreneur boss out here driving around, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, but I want to go on tour too, bro. I want to open for somebody, man. It's like it's hard. It's hard to get those opening slots and go and open for someone because in like I don't know, I feel like I don't know, like I had a couple of different opportunities that I don't know if they're gonna happen. And so who knows? I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure it out.
I feel you, man. It's yeah, it is just really fucking hard at the end of the day. Pause. But it's I don't know, there's just so many variables to be successful that like factor into whatever success you're gonna have in here. And that's what I'm saying. Like when you start to think about like you have to keep all of them, not all of them, but a majority of them at the top of mind to make sure you're doing the right things. But when you just think of all of them, at least this is just speaking for myself, I start to think of everything I'm not doing, even though I am doing a lot. I think everything I'm not doing, and then I'm like, man, I don't know if I can make this happen, but it's just like, damn, I didn't realize what I signed up for. But but I mean, like, I'm in so deep. It's like it's like if you're walking into a cave and you're like
Okay, so
so far fucking into the cave, like you look around, you look back, you can't see where you came in from. And
wow.
then you hear a dragon. Were you gonna run or are you gonna fight that bitch? I'm fucking wielding that sword and I'm saying, I made it this far. You're in my fucking way. You gotta get out of here. I'm
Yeah.
slaying the dragon, dude, and I'm gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. That's a great analogy for it. We are so far deep into this game that anything that pops up, we have to move forward because you can't get you. We wouldn't even be able to make it back.
Yeah. And I'm so far in the cave that I was eating
Okay, so hey, hey, shouts to my J. Lou,
Bro, the inside jokes on tour, I miss it, bro. I'm gonna start crying. Fuck.
bro, eating
Damn, that was so
state
much
fruit,
fun.
bro. Come on, man. State fruit,
Oh
dude.
my god, dude, that shit was so funny.
Oh, I'm
Damn.
dying, bro. I know, dude. We should just go back. It's like that's another thing too,
Come
where I'm
on,
like,
let's
yo,
go
did we just do
back.
another tour? I don't know.
Why not,
Like,
dude?
I don't know, because sometimes I think that people don't get this with music. It's like, oh, like, what do you do? It's like, what are you gonna do next? It's like I was explaining it to like I was explaining to someone how like it's like everything we do is just what come the thoughts in our head create the thing. Like we don't have a job where we wake up and it's like, all right, like send in these reports and like do X, Y, and Z and call this call list and then like try to get this territory, expand your network here, and then like you get a paycheck. It's like I wake up and it's like, all right, whatever I think of is gonna drive the revenue
Yeah.
and that's it. And it's like, all right, cool. Like, I'm gonna think to make a song. I'm gonna think to make a video, a funny video. I'm gonna think to the, and it's like, all right, like, go on tour. It's like, all right, maybe like who would I want to go on tour? Like maybe Ollie would want to go on tour. It's like, all right, cool. Do it with Ollie. Then like you come back, you're like, all right, I really liked touring with that guy. Damn, I didn't like doing it with that guy. And it's like, all right, cool. Let's see if
Yeah.
he's down. They're like, it's like. Sometimes I don't know what to do, and honestly, at this point in my life, right now, I don't necessarily know what to do.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I think people who make a lot of decisions suffer from decision fatigue at a certain level. And that's, at this, it's like a double-edged sword because I feel like I want to be told what to do from people around me, but they tell me what to do and then I don't want to do it because I don't like being told what to do. So it's like, it doesn't work, which goes back to like, damn, I have to be the guy similar to
Yeah,
you. I know you're very much the same. It's like, you gotta, man, it's like being strategic in this shit is so fucking important. But when you don't know, when everything's kind of working and there's not like a clear, oh, there's an indicator of like, oh, do this. This
yeah,
is all I gotta do.
yeah, yeah.
It's like when I was working sales jobs, just call more people.
Call more people, and you're good.
You're good.
Fix your pitch a
Someone's
little
gonna say
bit.
yes.
Yeah, a hundred
Which you could
percent.
say to this one, it's like, yeah, just put out more songs. But I mean, when you call someone at a company, you're getting paid to do it. When you put out a song, you have to pay to do it. So
Bro, talk that shit, man. Each
yeah,
song
so
costs, especially at the rate where we put out songs, like, every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks, you're putting out songs. It's like, I don't know how much it costs for you for a song, but for me, it's like, I'm doing a song every week. Let's say each song costs me $1,000. I'm spending 52 grand
yeah,
on the year. I'm spending that
yeah,
just to get the songs out. That doesn't even include like buying merch and then fucking touring and getting hotels
Yeah.
and then paying for real life. And it's like, yo, this shit's expensive as fuck to do. And in order to make a grand back, like how many streams do you need to get a grand?
I
Like
mean, I know to break even, I need about like 200,000. So, and
that
that's to
probably
break
sounds all
even.
right.
But I think Mike in some podcast. Let me turn my lights on. Remember that song? Turn on the light. I'm looking for. I'm
I'm
looking
looking
for.
for
Bro, that shit was
is
12.
that Timbaland?
No, it's Future, bruh.
Oh yeah.
But you
I'm
gotta at
looking
one point you
for
gotta go watch that video because his fit is crazy. Bro had fingerless gloves on
no.
for no reason, dude. 2012 swag was wild.
Insane. Remember when
People,
we were in Denver and we were watching the video of like
when I reach
of
there, I
Tyga.
want you. What was he doing all
What
that
you
shit?
say and not you can't
Can't,
do
can't do
nothing
it.
for you,
Oh,
for
yeah.
you.
Dude,
Ah,
so stupid. I remember thinking his fit was so hard in that, and it's not, dude.
yeah, yeah. This
Um,
shit went crazy. Turn on the
yeah,
lights.
but I think at the end of the day, you know how you have those like go-to phrases that you always say? Mine's definitely at the end of the day. I'm always
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
At
Don't
the
catch
end
me
of
in
the
the,
day,
don't catch me in the beginning of the day because it's at the end of the day. But
right?
at the end of the day, if you can find a way to, it's just like, and this does apply to corporate jobs because this is how I felt when I was working those too. I feel like you have to find ways to keep it fun. And a lot of that falls. I've had a lot of shit paying jobs, but I love the people I worked with. And it was
Facts.
still fun working there.
Yeah.
And so even if the money in this isn't always grandiose and like, whoa, I'm making a ton of money because most musicians aren't, the fact that we even make a living off of it, we're in like this percentile.
Right. Right.
My fingers aren't even open. I'll open them a little bit, but we're already up there. And so I have to remind myself how blessed and lucky in the sense of like being in the right place at the right time with the right work ethic we are, that I just got to just have fun. It's supposed to be fun. Like
Yeah.
we're living out our dreams. It's not supposed to be that serious until it gets that serious, but right now it's not. Let's have
Yeah.
some fun. Let's put out these smackers. Let's hit the road. Let's shake the babies, meet the people,
Kiss the
shake,
hands.
yes, something like that. But
Shake the
yeah,
hands.
it's supposed to be fun, man. And I'm happy to say that I am having fun, especially with the tour and everything.
Yeah.
But I think we just got to keep that at the front of our minds. Is like it's supposed to be fun,
Well, if you're down to hit Canada, I'm always down, dude. So it's like
bro. Let's do it. We need to do that.
I'm so down, bro.
Let's do it.
I'm down. Put Eve on it.
Better late than never, eh? We gotta call it that.
Dude, can we do it, bro? What
We
cities would
have
you
to.
want to hit? Let's see. Let me just look at like Canada
We
real
could
quick.
go to
Look at the map.
Calgary. We could go to Edmonton,
Yeah, I
Toronto,
guess I'll just go to like, oh, dude, I know we would crush Canada too, just because like
Vancouver.
Vancouver, two blondes giving interviews. I'm so drunk, I can't tell who I'm kissing. Ooh, that's the way that I escaped for a year straight. When every label was confused, like the scared straight.
Damn.
I
I don't
put
even
out a
know,
song a
bro.
week, never played it safe. Even when they told me they gonna get me, I said fair play. All right, check this out. Canada right now. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I don't really get you, bro. Oh, fair play.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on here. Fair
Hey,
play.
guess what?
Hey,
Let's go.
hey, they don't
Wait,
want us.
why is yours right on your
Wait, oh wait, hold yours up for the thumbnail. Perfect. That's
Why
that,
is yours right on? Why do we have our passports right here?
just in case they need
Just
it.
in case
Just
Canada
in
calls
case
me.
they need
Hello?
it. Bro, can we go there? Yeah, Toronto, Montreal, Calgary, Vancouver, Edmonton, Surrey, Ottawa.
Yeah,
Like,
we
let's
could
hit them,
probably
bro.
do we could probably do like a Montreal, Quebec City type thing. Those are like an hour and a half away from each other. Bro,
Yeah.
they speak French up there. That blows my
Yes.
mind.
Bro, have you ever been up there?
No.
I've been up there once in 8th grade.
Damn.
My class took a trip up there. Crazy.
So lit. Oh, you guys were kind of already up there though.
Fought with me. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
you
weren't
guys
too
were so
far.
far up
I mean,
there.
it was like 6 hours. Dude, let's do it. Montreal. Boom. I'm looking at it right now. Here's the tour. You guys ready? We're about to announce it. We're gonna do Montreal, Toronto, and then we're gonna go to Winnipeg. The thing is, Canada's huge. I don't think you can drive across there.
Yeah, yeah.
So
No, I think we could. We would just have to all be in one van. Like,
Yeah.
we'd be able to do it. I mean, a 12-hour or, like, a 16-hour drive at that point with
Yeah, a
4 people
Canada
split
tour.
up
Let me
is
see.
fine with me.
Sun Real, shout out him. He did a Canada tour. I know he's from Canada, eh? Let me see what he did here. He did I just want to see what the cities were so I can get an idea of like how their routing was. Let's just do it though. I mean, if you're down, I'm 100% down, dude.
Bro, I wanted to do this when we planned the first one.
Yeah, do you think Eva would do that?
Yeah,
She'd
she's
rip one, right?
yeah,
All right.
we just gotta ask.
Yeah, let's ask
Which
her.
I did, but I never followed up. Maybe
All
I
right.
gotta ask again.
Yeah, maybe a follow up. You know what I mean? Just rip a little Canada A, dude. I think we would sell tickets, and I think that we have like we both. I know we have Canadian listeners that would be down to come. So
100%.
down to come is crazy. Uh,
Man,
Oh yeah,
pause.
absolute pause. But no, I wanted you to come on here and just to chat shit for a little bit and
Just
yap
talk
about some
shop.
future plans. Just a couple shop. When are you gonna drop the Hoss Talks podcast?
I think I'm gonna no, I need to stop saying I think. I am gonna start doing it in August. I'm gonna start doing it in August. I don't know how consistent I'm gonna be, but I would love to just pop on and do like maybe weekly or biweekly check-ins and it be about nothing. Kind of
Yeah,
just be about life in general. Maybe if I learned something that week, share that. If I'm going through something, share that. But I have a couple buddies here who I think are just hilarious individuals, so it'd be fun to have them on and just talk about nothing. And
yeah.
maybe it's not even a conversation, like, I maybe I'll just film us playing Mario Kart on the Wii.
That
There you
might
go.
play. Yo, so you know what's interesting? My boy Nicky was telling me he was like, yo, like he was talking about like having friends and stuff, and he was like, yeah, like we were just noticing. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of a loner. Like
Same.
I don't really hang out with too many people anymore. I used to have a lot of friends, but dude, now I kind of just hang out with just like, I'm a big me and the shorty type of guy.
Same.
And I started thinking, I was like, you know what, man? Like, I don't really hang out with any friends anymore, unless it's like business related or going on tour or something like that. But when I'm in my home life, like I'm really just like dolo. You're the same?
Yeah, it's a pretty lonely life, but I don't think loneliness is a bad thing. A lot of people view it as kind of like a somber way to live, but I think when you spend a lot of time alone, you get to know yourself very well. And
Yeah.
most people go throughout life not knowing themselves at all because they constantly crave being with others. And when
Yeah.
you're with others, it's just a lot less time than when you're with yourself. And when you got to listen to your thoughts and you don't always have someone to just shoot the shit with, that's when you grow. And I think that's why we're able to do what we do is because we have spent a lot of time alone and we don't mind that. And the growth continues and that shows in the career.
Mm,
So progress you make by yourself will definitely show if you're doing if you're on the pursuit of something that is very like solo work. Like yeah, I work with two producers, a couple guitarists, and one of my producers who's also my engineer, but that's it. Like even on the music front, I work with 5 people. That's it. And I talk to mainly just one of them. He's the person who mixes all my stuff. And he's one of my good friends, but I don't hang out with him.
yeah,
I
like, are you
guess
hanging out with people like in Tennessee or like not really?
here I'm doing it more. I made it a goal this year to do it more because I was so reclusive that I think some people just like stop hitting me up because I said no to everything.
Yeah, same. That's like where I'm at now.
Yeah.
I'm like not hanging out with anybody.
But also too, a lot of my friends, like my producer is both of my producers are 2 of my really good buddies, but one of them lives in LA and the other one lives in Colorado Springs. You're a good buddy of mine. You live in Miami. I'm sure if we lived in the same city, we'd probably be kicking it quite a bit.
Right.
But when you when you work in a field that's highly based in the internet, you have a lot of internet friends, and those internet friends aren't always going to be in the same city you are. So like me hanging out is hitting you for like a 30-minute FaceTime and just kicking.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
But
Type
also
shit,
too,
yeah.
my social battery has severely decreased, partially due because of COVID. So that 30-minute conversation might be all I have for that day. And then I'm at the crib. But I also don't have the same hobbies I used to have when I had a lot of friends. And I realized drinking and getting into other nefarious things was my bond with those people. And
Yep.
so when you remove that from the picture, what can we talk about? If it's a lot of nothing or nothing at all, then we're probably not as close as we thought we were. And oftentimes when you remove the social you know, the bullshit from a friendship, you stop hitting each other up because you don't even know that person. Like if I only know you when we're buzz, I don't know the real you and you don't know the real me. But
Yeah.
I know the real you and I know the buzz you and I rock with both of them. So it's like when you get older and or when you yeah, when you I should say when you grow up, you start to realize what you like in people. And I like running, I like working out, I like talking about a little bit deeper than surface level topics for the most part. I also love bullshitting and playing the Wii. I don't like going out. I don't like going to Barstool. I don't like staying out past 10 anymore. I love kicking it with the shorty and she's my best friend and just bullshitting with her and watching stupid documentaries on YouTube and my hobbies have changed and I've
Yeah.
become more of a homebody, but I'm at the crib right now. And I'm in the studio right now. I work at home. I love my home. I'll just stay here. I don't got to go out. If I go out, there's a chance I might get into some trouble. I'm gonna just sit my ass at the crib.
God, that's another thing, decreasing risk. Like,
Yes.
like I don't really go too many places anymore. Like I've been at the like ever since like I've been here. You know what I mean? And then I like my day consists of me like I'll go to the gym and then I'll work and then like I'll go on a run at night. But other than that, like I'm here and I've noticed that like I used to be the biggest social guy, trying to where we going, what are we doing, trying to figure it out,
What's the move? Like this.
what's the fucking move? Like, like what are we doing? And then I just realized, yeah, I'm like, just because he noticed it and I noticed it too. I was like, yeah, like when did I become so dolo? And I don't hate it necessarily. I kind of like it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just. But when you said like talk about friends, so I asked you because you're in the same boat as me. It seems in life and many things. And so I'm
Yeah.
like, do you? Because if you sat here and were like, I got 10 people. We meet up every Tuesday for brunch, and
No,
I'd
no.
be like, damn.
Even in the city, the first time I ever went to brunch was the other day with Juice. That was the first time I've been to a brunch.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is
it
he in
was like
Nashville?
yeah, too. No, no, no. He was just here for the mic show.
Oh yeah. You
We
fuck with
went
SR?
yeah, dude, that man, speaking of going out, I was getting after it that weekend. I had to take
Hey,
like, a long hiatus.
that's
I
what
was
I'm saying too. Like I went after it when my boy Trav came down this past week, and then like he's like, "Hey, first time Miami, let's go." And so I took him to all the spots. We were going after it, and I was like, "That's also why I'm a little sick." I'm like,
yeah.
my body, I can't recover like that anymore.
Yeah, and it is fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I do love getting after it, but
Let
when you have something, when you I think a lot of people don't try new shit. Like I got into running. I'm currently getting into like the weightlifting side of things as of like yesterday. I mean, I've always lifted here and there, but like I wanna make that like a new thing and actually try hard at it. Cause anything I try at, I typically see results that I'm really happy with and it creates me being motivated and I want to keep on doing it. That's not the case with drinking. Like I was good at that and it did not make me want to keep doing it because
yeah.
like if I continued that, like I don't want to be the guy who's like in his early 30s still living like he's, 21. And
Right.
I'm also not going to be the guy to be like, "Oh, bro, you're too old for that or you're too this."
Yeah. That guy. No one wants to be that guy.
Yeah, live the life you wanna live, that's just not the life that I wanna live, and, again,
Yeah.
I think there's a time and place for it, so I reserve going out now for mainly to celebrate something that's worth celebrating or if I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
So, like, tour, that's worth celebrating, like, I was
Yeah,
getting
for sure.
after it
Tour,
a
we were
lot.
turning up. We turned up a little bit. Just I feel the same way. Yeah,
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 but
yeah.
also
Because
too,
yeah,
like, again, I consider you a good buddy. I get to do something with a good buddy of mine that not a lot of people get to do. So
yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna enjoy. I'm gonna let loose and have a little fun. But in and around the town, man, like I'd say I'd probably hang out with people maybe once a week, and that's being generous. Usually it's like once every 2 weeks, but I'm trying to do it more
yeah,
because this past year. I basically stayed at the crib the entire year, and it
yeah,
kinda got to me, and it's not even the fact, like, I need to be around other people, I just need to get out and do more stuff. I wanna try eating at new places 'cause I'm
yeah.
I've fallen in my ways of just going to the same restaurants and stuff. I wanna just try new things and start I owe it to myself to live more, and so I wanna start taking more trips. If someone hits me up, I'm not gonna make some excuse and be like, "Ah, you know, I would," but I'm just gonna say yes. Yeah, let's kick it. Let's go get a coffee. Let's go, I don't know, fucking on a hike. I love doing outdoorsy shit. A lot of people here, maybe I just haven't found the right crew. I got a couple buddies who do, but like they work completely different jobs than I do and just have different schedules. But it's just hard, man. I mean, like when you're in this, it's just hard to have friends.
Yeah, it is. Dude, it is. And then especially with like, I feel you because where I live in Miami, it's like everybody wants to go see DJs and stuff, and I don't care to do that at all. Like, I don't want to.
It's
I
funny
don't.
how like you play that character so well, but it's not you.
It's not me at all,
Not you at all.
bro. It's not me to the point. You know, it's funny. People will hit me up and be like, "Yo, where's the best spots to go in Miami? Like, yo, can you hook me up with places?" And I'm like, bro, I don't go out. Like
Yeah,
that character isn't me to the point. It's like that's why I made fun of it. It's
yeah,
like you know what I mean? It's like
yeah,
I don't like when we go out to those places to even shoot the videos, I go out and I'll shoot the video because a lot of the time I'm doing it for the club. Like it's
yeah,
a deal. And we shot that video at 11 like or Gold Rush in Space. Like we went there and shot it and we bounced.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I think it's funny. And
Great for them, great for you. Everyone wins.
yeah, and I love it. But yeah, I think that I'm gearing more towards like I think that maybe I'll get into the run clubs out here, maybe make some friends that way
I think you'd
too.
really like that, man. I
Yeah,
think
that'd be
you'd really
pretty good.
enjoy that. And
Yeah.
that's another thing, like, one of my really good buddies, Teagues, he was like, "Yo, you gotta come to this run club, blah, blah, blah," and I'd just be making hella excuses because I also, like I don't mind running alone, but I do like running with people,
Yeah. Doesn't
and I
Boom, not to cut you off, but Boom, does he do a run club?
yeah, yeah, he goes to, one called 6 Run 5, I think it is, I think it's called
He's been
6 Run
tearing
5.
it up, dude. He looks good, man. He looks like he's moving it out there.
Yeah, dude, he's doing his thing. Shout out Boom. Big shout out Boom. I think
One
he's
time for
gonna
the one
run,
time.
like
He's another
I think he's
dream
gonna
chaser, bro. He made it happen too, bro. Like he fucking became a DJ and he's crushing it out in Nashville.
Yeah, and I think that's why I get along with people like him is because there's a term called I don't know, it's homophily or homophily or one of those. It's one of those two, but it's basically you naturally align yourself with people who have like a similar moral compass, similar, career pursuits, things of that nature. Think similar things are funny as you do, and I've been noticing that a lot more over the past couple years. Like, why do I rock with this person? Why don't I rock with this person?
Mm.
I also do a lot. Shorty has to hear me doing a lot of people analysis. Like, yo, why is someone doing this? So bless her soul. But I, when it comes down to it, I think a lot of the people who not only I like spending my time with, but like you're someone I highly respect and I want to be around because A, every time I talk to you, I usually learn something. And B, you're just a great hang. And so
Appreciate it.
and a good guy. Let's
Appreciate it.
throw that in there too. Cause like I can't hang around someone
Keep
who's
him coming.
who come on, come on.
A little more.
Um but when I start to realize, like, why do I like less people? It's because my standards went up. And not to say, like, if you wanna be a high value man, you gotta hang around, but
uh,
I think that's something to keep at the front of your mind is to be like
yeah.
to vet the people who you are hanging around
Yeah.
and why you wanna hang around them. Like, I wanna spend my time with people who make me happy, I can learn from, and I respect. So I think I've been doing a good job at doing that, but I've closed off. I've, like, put myself in a bubble, so I'm gonna try and open it up and see if there's anyone else I can let in there, but it'll probably take one person to be like, "Nah, I'm going back to
Yeah.
my
Bro,
bubble."
we're on the same page. Dude. When I moved up north to like an island in Miami, Flex, and I
Yeah.
for the time period, yeah, Kevin Gates. I thought that I just like I was watching all that content of like go ghost for 6 months and fucking eat seaweed and
Don't
fucking
talk to
don't
anybody. Block
speak
and
unless
peace.
spoken to as a man. And like I was like, fuck it. And I
Yeah.
did that and I like went ghost and stopped talking to the old people I used to hang out with here and I just like focused on the music. But like and it was lonely for a little bit and I was just like, man, not gonna lie, like it got me better. Like I was reading more. That's when I became spiritual and started learning about that stuff was like when I was more lonely and then like I wasn't I obviously I was always mad at Corms, always, going, still had it going for, you know what I mean? But like I just like didn't hang out with the homies as much. Like, and
Yeah.
then like I went on a couple dates, you know what I'm saying? Then like I, got a
Yeah.
shorty going, and it's like it is what it is. But like that's when at that time in my life I was like very just like lonely. I wanted to just be lonely for like a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think that's a bad thing, and I do believe more people should do that. Just take a
Yeah.
little, and it doesn't even have to be 6 months. I think that's a little extreme, and that's something that I would say, yeah, do the 6 months, but even
Yeah.
do a just do a month. Like, when I did something that I called I locked in for October last year, and I called it Locktober, and
Love it.
I did no added sugars, no preservatives. I did an hour of cardio a day. I drank a gallon of water a day. I didn't intake any sort of illicit substances. So I made sure it was hard for the first like week or two, and then it became so habitual that I really looked forward to doing what I was doing throughout the day. And the
Yeah.
results I saw in that month were crazy. And then I fell right back to where I was because I gave myself that month. And then
Yeah.
I should have did it, had them habits roll over and just make it like a life thing, which some of them did, some of them didn't. Like the illicit substances thing, I was like turning up like right after the month ended. But yeah, I think it's good to take a month, 2 or 3, and just go spend time with yourself, man. Do the things that make you happy, even if like I know people who it's like they won't do the shit that makes them happy because their friends don't do that. I'm like, what?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Go to the
yeah, yeah,
movies
yeah,
by
yeah.
yourself, bro. Go eat by yourself.
All day, Brad. Do you know how many solo dinners I've taken myself on?
Love it.
It's insane. But
I love
sometimes I
that
like a
shit.
little solo. I ripped a little solo cheesecake factory not that long ago.
Go, bro.
When dummy on the sangrias. I ain't gonna lie to
Oh
you.
man,
I ain't gonna lie
have
to
you
you.
had their fried mac and cheese balls?
Come on, what you think we're doing here?
Oh man, dude.
Hey,
Before I ran that Miami marathon, I tried like a different tactic because I'm still so it was my 4th marathon. I feel like that's still early on in a marathoner's career to where they can still try random shit to see if it works.
yeah,
So I wanted to eat lunch, not eat for the rest of the day, eat like a heavy carb lunch and just have that fuel roll over to the next day since the run started so early, but not eat dinner. And it worked out perfectly. And I had Cheesecake Factory and I had the fried mac and cheese balls. I had the avocado chicken Sammy
sandwich. Are
and I
you?
hit that goal.
Yeah, yeah. And what's the next marathon you doing?
That's on Jay Glow. I don't have
Hey,
a next marathon planned. I should look it up though. I'm gonna be doing those shows in November. That's the hard thing now. It's like now that shows are a factor, I gotta like plan
now that I'm a
around
touring
those.
musician,
Now I'm playing.
so
So it's
hard.
probably gonna be like an impromptu one. I'll probably like tentatively plan for one and do like a training program, and then
Yeah.
if I can run it, just pop out. But I would love to run the Indianapolis marathon or the Chicago one's kind of hard to get into, but I want to run one in like a little bit cooler weather and see if I can potentially get like sub 3,
What was your time last time?
3:22.
3 hours and 22 minutes. 22 minutes you're gonna knock off.
Yeah,
You
I'd have to run a sub 7-minute mile.
the whole time.
Yeah.
7 minute mile, sub 7 minute mile, so six something for 26 miles.
We'll call it 6:59.
If anyone can do it, you're the guy I think that could do it. Let's see it happen. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for coming on. I know it's been an hour. I appreciate you taking the time, brother.
100%, dude. Can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, it's great. Ladies and gentlemen, Ollie Joseph, follow him at by Ollie Joseph on Instagram and
Appreciate that.
by Ollie Joseph on TikTok. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah, follow him on Spotify if you don't already. He's my number one related artist and I'm his. And so if you've seen my face, you've probably seen his.
Let's go.
Hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for tuning into the podcast. I'll see you next time.
See you guys.